YouTube, hey, it's Casey Dimon here at TaxSaleAcademy.com. Thank you so much for joining me on today's live stream right here on YouTube. As always, if you're looking to learn more about investing in tax-defaulted real estate at the conclusion of this live stream, be sure to head on over to TaxSaleAcademy.com. Again, that's TaxSaleAcademy.com. All right, today we're going to talk about a strategy that will nearly guarantee that you don't make any bad investments whatsoever. It's a strategy that, if you take it to heart, will maximize your profits and nearly eliminate every single risk. Everybody wants to know, what's the foolproof method? How can I guarantee success? Well, this is how you can guarantee success. The strategy: become a tax sale research genius. It's as simple as that. The truth is, I could end this live stream right now, and if you did everything in your power to become a tax sale research genius, you would absolutely, without a doubt, become very successful in this business. But I'm going to go ahead and we're going to talk about a few pointers on making this happen. So first off, notice I said tax sale research genius, not tax sale genius and not a research genius, but a tax sale research genius, an all-encompassing term. This implies that you need to be a genius when it comes to tax sales and research both. Now, I understand genius or expert or whatever you want to call it might be an intimidating word, and I don't want you to be intimidated. But just understand that at this very second, there's a gap from where you are in your knowledge and your experience and everything else involved in tax sales to where somebody who might be considered an expert is, okay? And it doesn't matter how much experience that you have or that you get, there will always be some sort of gap, right? But the smaller this gap is between your current experience and becoming an expert, the better your investments will become as the risk will continue to decline. So there are three things that really bring all this together. And I'm not shooting this video to take these three things lightly. They're very, very complex topics, as you'll soon see. But the more you know about each one, the better success you'll see. Just become an expert on these three, or as close as possible, and you're nearly guaranteed to see success. Easier said than done, I get it. But commit to working in the right direction, and you'll be glad you did. The first one is to become an expert at the specific tax sale process in your area. The tax sale process and the laws can be incredibly complex in and of themselves, but take the time to read through your state's laws. They can be very boring, they can be very, very lengthy in some areas. These books behind me, these white ones right here, those are actually tax sale law guides that I created for this specific purpose. It is so important that you read through those. You know, I created something, you just literally flip right through those. You can also, of course, find them on Google if you search and you're able to find the most recent version, but take the time to review them, analyze them, and learn from them. Our entire business as a tax sale investor, it revolves right around these guys, right around those tax sale laws. They are extremely important for us as investors. Now, beyond that, you need to understand the tax sale process and how it works in the area that you invest in. Different customs and different practices occur in nearly every area. Become so familiar with the auction process and everything around the auction itself that you know absolutely everything about anything that's going on in that area when it comes to tax sales. And you know when it's going to happen and why it's going to happen. Nothing in the tax sale process should shock you. That's step one, okay? Step number two is to know everything you can about researching tax sale properties. Everything. Guys, I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. Research equals results. That's really what it boils down to in this business. You need to take the time to study and to practice how to use every single research tool that is available. We're talking about property assessor reports, GIS maps, flood maps, building department resources, county records, how to do drive-bys. You must know everything when it comes to researching tax sale properties, and you must know it inside and out. Learning every single detail about every single tax sale property that you research should become very, very easy to you. There are a number of beginners who just want to do the basics, like, you know, they want to just review a 2-page property assessor's report and invest off that alone. Unfortunately, guys, that just won't work. You need to be able to research absolutely everything about that property and then make an educated decision whether you want to invest in it or not. And the last step is to know everything that you can about the real estate market itself that you're investing in. And we're talking about a few things here, like the major stuff, like trends, comps, areas of new growth, new developments, all that type of stuff. But we're also talking about the specifics. If you can tell me how long every property that's currently on the market has been on the market in an area where you invest, that's fantastic. If you can tell me what's overpriced, what's underpriced, what's wrong with it, what's right with it, why it's going to sell fast, why it's going to sell in the market, why why this piece of property is more desirable than this piece of property. If you can tell me all this information, you're going to have a huge leg up from the guy that walks in there and just guessing based on what they think is going to sell. If you become that expert, that genius when it comes to your real estate market, it's going to give you a huge, huge leg up. You also need to know about the laws that will impact you. You must know every single law that's going to have the slightest impact on you as a tax sale investor. And this is something that I completely ignored early in my career and had a lot of difficulty because of it. So take the time to learn these laws. There's going to be federal laws, state laws, local laws, and all these are going to have some impact on your investment at one time or another. And as a tax sale investor, it's your responsibility to know and understand these laws and how they apply to you. In short, know everything you can about that real estate market. Guys, if you want guaranteed success in this business, those 3 strategies, those 3 steps is the only way. Just become a genius at the tax sale process, at the tax sale research process, and in your local real estate market. It's definitely a task that might be impossible to most people because there's a lot involved in it, right? But again, if you're able to close that gap between where you are right now and where you would be if you were an expert, the closer you become to becoming an expert, I promise you, every single step that you take in the right direction will be a step towards guaranteed tax sale success without risk. And this can take time to get to that point as well, guys. You'll never be absolutely perfect because the deal is all those things continue to change and you have to continue to learn. I'm more than 16 years into this business and I'm getting closer and closer every day. And that's all that matters at the end of the day, as long as you're taking a step in the right direction. It'll definitely take experience to get you there, so stick with it and you'll see success sooner rather than later. Guys, that's it for today's live stream. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you do enjoy these live streams, be sure to subscribe to our channel here on YouTube and hit that thumbs up button just to let us know. And you'll also help continue to motivate us to make these training videos for you to help you get started on the right foot towards tax sale success. And of course, these live streams are just the tip of the iceberg as far as what we offer. If you're looking for more advanced training, be sure to check out taxsaleacademy.com. Again, that's taxsaleacademy.com. And you can grab your free book right there, Tax Sale Playbook, while you're over on that website. Again, taxsaleacademy.com. That's it for today, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.